Following on from the last video, when we stripped out the kitchen, you can see that the build has now been finished. So all the external work's done, and I'm now standing in the new extension. As I said before, it is a really small internal extension, but once you see the final kitchen, you'll understand why we decided to do it. So today my plan is to sort out all the chase works for the electrician. We're going to move this socket across, have another double socket there. So obviously I have to chase all that out where the wires run to. Dishwasher here, so that's fine. This fuse spur for the boiler will have to be moved because within the regulations it has to be 600 mil from the boiler. I think we're going to actually have another fuse spur there for the under cabinet lights. What else? I need to move this door frame across. And with the new regulations you have to have 100 mil cavity, I think it was. But our original house was slightly smaller, so you can see there that it's protruding just slightly. So when I overboard this, there won't be much space. So I basically got this much room to work with. I'm hoping it's easy to do, so I'm just going to start cracking on with the chasing. Me and the room have had a battering, so let me just show you what I've done. Right, so I've done the two chases for this wall here all the way down. I haven't done the actual box yet because I need to go and buy a back box just so I can measure it out properly. Cut out a little section for the box here. So I took the rest of this plaster off, and then these cables are free to route as well. But probably the messiest thing I've done is this internal door frame here. So you can see where the old one was. So this one now be over here to clear that side. So I think next I need to go out to the shop, get some back boxes, get a new door frame, and get some 6mm twin and earth cable as well, because I'm going to route some cable. I'm not going to wire it in or anything, but I'm just going to route it there so it's in place. And yeah, it didn't take as long as I thought, to be fair, so go to the shop. I've been and got the goods. I've got a few of these back boxes, and then I also bought a new door frame as well from Wix. Yeah, I got it from there because it was the rebated one that I needed to match the old one. Yeah, the only problem I'm having now is, once that's eventually moved over, is figuring out how to close that gap. So I'm going to put that in, then see how much space I need to fill. Whether I need to buy more wood or not. Put that on hold for now, and then just focus on putting in all the boxes. I've just been measuring off this one to try and keep them all in line. But to be fair, when we had the house rewired, I've checked and they're all different heights anyway. Not by massive amounts, but yeah, so I'm going to go off of the ones that are staying so it all looks level. I don't know if I mentioned it as well, but I've been using this SDS hammer drill just to chase. Well, I've actually used the multi-tool first to make the line, then used the SDS drill on that, and it cuts it out quite nicely, as you can see. I'm back again. Just going to show you what I've done for all the electrics. So what I decided to do here was put the fuse spurs here. Just filled the back a bit of it because it was a little bit too deep. So I've just put this cement in there for now. I want it to be flush with this plasterboard. And on here, I've made this bit a little bit bigger just to allow the wire in for the fuse spur for the extractor, and then the wire for the oven can just go above that. So that's what I've done there. That's still pretty much the same. I've also raised it slightly compared to this old one, just because when I measured it, these two that are staying, well, this one that's staying was slightly higher than that one, so I've just matched the other one because that's the one that's staying. Pretty much taken off this door frame. I've just left that in just in case the wall falls down. Kiera's with us today, so make Kiera take all this wood chip off. She can't wait. And I'm going to start putting up this door frame, the new one. And yeah, I'm going to start with that and then we can move on. Fed up with wallpaper by now?
Yeah.
I noticed you've left a bit up there.
Oh, I can't reach it. Sorry.
I've bought that piece of wood that I've fixed onto there because there's a gap of about 70mm, and then I think for the last gap I'm going to use these spaces just in between when I'm fixing them in. It should be alright. That just saves me going out to the shop again and getting another piece of wood, which I don't really have time to do, so I'm just going to do this. I know it's going to be fine, so yeah.
Look at that for mess.
It's pretty much there. I put it the wrong way around.
I don't know.
Because we want the door opening inwards, don't we?
Yeah. You basically built a stud, haven't you? Wrong side.
Yeah.
Happy?
Yes. So I'm just going to explain what we've done and why we've done it. So, as I mentioned, we had to move this frame across to allow for the new cavity. So we're going to have to board this wall. Yeah. So I've just used wood and these little noggins in between to space them out. And then once the architrave's on and then it's boarded, you won't even see that. So that's fine.
Basically studded, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's basically just stood it out a little bit. And I also fixed this piece of wood on the bottom, just so I know it's definitely the right size from top to bottom. So we won't have any problems when we come to fit a door. It's all pretty much fixed up with these big concrete screws because it's the only thing I've got. But for the rest of them, I'm just going to put these little screws in. But it's all fixed from top to bottom now. It's just a couple extras I'm putting in. We've been to Wicks and we've got some fire plasterboard, and that is a building regulation for the RSJ. So you can see here that I've put the noggins in across around 30 centimetres apart. We've cut the first piece, so we can now fix that. And the plan is to cut the piece so it sticks out slightly, so then the bottom piece will go up flush to that. And yeah, obviously having the RSJ in the middle of the room isn't ideal because of the way our joists run upstairs. It would have been a lot more work to have the RSJ hidden out of the way, and it would have caused loads of dust upstairs and everything. So yeah, it's not ideal, but that's just what we've got to work with.
We've got to do more on this stuff, yeah. Because, I think, they disagree or I don't disagree with the
Yeah, look how big they are.
These are ceiling screws, but I've lost the other ones, so I'm going to have to use these for now. It's been a little while since we last caught up, but as you can see behind me, this is what I've been doing behind the scenes. I've been doing all the plasterboarding, so I've done all the walls now and the ceiling, obviously the RSJ as well. So that's what I've been doing. We haven't filmed any of that, to be honest, because... Yeah, so as I was saying, I didn't film any of that just because I wanted to get it done and I was on my own. So yeah, it's all done now. Obviously that wall didn't need to be boarded anyway. So the only thing I've got left really before plastering is bonding those chases on that wall there, and also this new ceiling here has to be insulated and boarded. So that is going to be my job for today. I've got some insulation in the garage, so I'm going to get that out. I don't know if I've got enough, so I think I'm just going to staple some up there so it doesn't fall down and then board after. So yeah, that's the plan.